you stand across from somebody whose life goals impact yours, you gotta say only one of us gets to live this dream.
Yes, pressure, Russell, pressure!
You gotta make sure that it's you and nobody else.
As we've done every week since The Ultimate Fighter started, Chael and I will discuss a little bit of this week's episode. Boy, Alibi gets a victory. But Chael, I had a big week. You know what's kind of annoying me? That every week they show all these champions that you brought in. They haven't shown one of mine at this point. ESPN and the editing is so ridiculous. But this week I finally got one. Brandon Moreno stops by. But Chael, more importantly, Ryan Clark stops by to watch the fight, but also motivate the fighters. And boy, what a speech did he have, Chael. He told them, he goes, hey, it's not his fault that you guys share the same goals. And his goals should not be more important than yours are to you. Boy, that was a great speech. And also, Moreno stops by, but ultimately the fight was fantastic. That Alibi can fight.
That's powerful stuff right there, Daniel. So I show up on my first day of The Ultimate Fighter. Dana White hands me a packet. And it's about the size of these papers right now. And the very first page, I open it up. It's got a picture of a kid. It's Alibi. It's got a picture of a kid. It says Kakistan, and it shows his record, which was 10-0. And I just remember thinking, I mean, that jumped off the page. I'm thinking the regional circuit is very different than the UFC, but the circuit in Kakistan is pretty dang tough. And this guy's going 10-0. We then had an open workout where you and I could assess these guys before we flipped a coin and started picking teams. And Alibi simply outworked everybody. He just did. He had a little bit more hustle. He had a little bit more grit. I had an opportunity to pick him. And the reason I'm going to share an inside story with you. The reason I didn't is there was a moment when all the guys were in the room and I saw Alibi and he put his head on you. He put his head on you after a workout. He was all sweaty. He said something followed by the word coach. Oh, it's good to see you, coach. I will see you later, coach. Whatever he said, I knew where he wanted to be. And I knew that where he wants to be is where he belongs. So I allowed him to go, but I got to tell you, I did see the greatness in Alibi.
Hey, got to be honest with you, Chael. I felt this fight had to go to Alibi because I didn't know if anybody else could beat your guy. That's how good your guy was. Beck, his name is Beck, I think you guys were calling him, yeah?
Yep.
He was good.
We call him Beck because he's from Uzbekistan. In fact, I just talked to him on WhatsApp.
Yo, he's a tremendous fighter himself. Those guys laid it on the line, and I believe that Alibi is as good as they come in. Chael. As we get to the end of this, I got a story for you. Not today, but later, about Alibi and an injury he had going into The Ultimate Fighter, bro. It's crazy, Chael. We just don't have the time for me to get into it right now because it deserves the time that it deserves. But boy, another great episode. I got to be honest, Chael. The editing is great, and the fights were awesome. This season of The Ultimate Fighter was a really good time for us.
Highly ranked, by the way. I mean, very highly rated. Who gets the praise? When they really need somebody, who do they turn to? The good guy and the bad guy, and they made a good decision.
They called us the big guns. They called us we're bringing in the big guns for the 20th anniversary. Guys, another great week of The Ultimate Fighter. We'll see you next week.